What's good, y'all? It's Wild, and we back with another video. Today we're going to talk about motivational factors to make more money and how you can increase those. Man, your mood is basically going to dictate everything. If you're happy, mad, sad, or, if you have a passion for it, you're going to want to do it in all those emotions. But sometimes, you get mad, you don't want to do things. This week, I'm not going to lie, I've been mad. I've been going through a lot of paperwork that I had to deal with, and it's just been kind of pushing my dreams to the side, or it feels like. It's sad. Sometimes you don't get the proper sleep, food. It's a lot of things that can be associated with reasons not to want to do something, or your dreams are getting pushed to the side. But mood. Learn to control your mood. Learn not to get mad at people. It's just, you have to learn to be calm through the storm, yo. If you're calm, bro, like when everything's hitting the fan, you'll be calm when everything's okay, and if you learn how to multitask in distress, you can multitask when have a clear head. So mood can definitely dictate if you're gonna make good money or not. And sometimes your mood can be, attacked when you're, oh man, I have to make $200 a day or $100 a day, or whatever your threshold is. But sometimes you have to learn that, same thing with trading. You're going to profit some, you're going to lose some. It's good to actually have a loss from time to time, because then it puts you back on earth. You start to look, okay, maybe I could do this differently next time, or let me do this. And it's just a beautiful thing knowing that if you can stay calm, you can make money, bro. Because the thing is, you have to take emotion out of trading and just the things that you want to make money, or like if you want to start a new business, take your emotion out. Now, still have the heart for it and the love for it and the thrive and the, that you want to grind and you just want to do great. But bro, take it day by day, bro. Learn how to build throughout the journey, not just look at it from start to finish. You have to go through them bumps, them valleys, them hills, and you have to learn that it's, once you get to the level of Bill Gates or, Elon Musk, you're there. So do you see them smiling? No, you don't see them smiling, because they don't have the emotion tied to it. They know that it one day could get taken away, even though they're at a high threshold. If you think of it like that, I promise you won't lose no more. You won't lose no more. And the beautiful thing about life is learning to take these losses and to use them for your own personal gain is a beautiful thing, It's a beautiful thing. Not a sponsor, but it's hitting, Number 2, and this is kind of going to be funny. If you're skinny, or if not even skinny, but I ain't gonna lie, when I was obese, I used to be obese as a kid, so I can speak on this topic. I had a high cholesterol shot at 3 years old. Ask people if they had a high cholesterol shot at 3 years old. I used to be obese. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was eating too much or not working out, I didn't want to do nothing. I'm gonna be honest. But when I became a personal trainer, I'm a personal trainer. Things were hitting differently. Life was hitting, and I respected that I came from a bad background, a big, chubby, fat kid, and I learned that, okay, maybe I should, instead of fiending for food, let me fiend for cash. Let me fiend for experiences that will help me, in the future, bro. And it's sad because, like, some people aren't dwelling in that right now. And I was, depressed. I ain't even gonna lie. Now, you could be skinny and depressed. It's not about the correlation. But if you do have a healthy lifestyle, you're gonna have more energy to do the things you want to do. Period. I don't care what none of y'all say, bro. I'm speaking from my own experience. And if your experience is different, that's you, bro. I can't speak for someone who has a different experience than me. But a lot of people, they tell me, I'm talking about different colors, nationalities. They're like, hey, man, we're so close. And I'll be like, yeah, because maybe it's not the skin color that dictates the person. It's the heart, bro. And I'm not going to lie. I'd rather judge somebody by their character than the money in their pocket. But if they're using the money to, uplift themselves, and yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's a character flaw, because then you'll push somebody down when they ain't got it. But at the end of the day, we were all once without it. You know what I'm saying? You come into this world with nothing, you're going to leave with nothing. And lastly, I just want to say, man, if you can smile. I'm a dental assistant, bro, and learning to be happy And it goes back to movie, like I said, but smiling is, I mean, dude, you could lose $1,000 to smile. I promise you tomorrow you'll make 5. Because you have that tenacity, you have that drive, you have that will that I'm not giving up, bro. And you just showing the world that I'm smiling. I lost, but I'm smiling. And that's a beautiful thing to take from life, bro, that seeing like the sad stories and the people get overcoming them is a beautiful thing, because then you like, okay, the stuff that I'm going through is not as bad, you know, so let me not put too much pressure on it. Let me just wait till tomorrow to do it, because I've been up 17, 18 hours straight with 2 jobs trying to, you know, been there. And in this economy, if you only have 1 job, bro, it's tough out here, unless if your job's paying really well. But it's good to have a second outcome, you know, an income, so you can have a different outcome later on, you know? Like, it's just explore the things that you love. Don't explore things just because your friend said it's cool or it's nice or it's hip, bro. Because if you don't love it, you ain't gonna last too much long. I mean, you might if you're forcing it, you know, but are you gonna be happy? Are you gonna be smiling? Are you gonna be showing the world that you can do it even though you're losing? I mean, I just love the people that I get to talk to on a day-to-day basis, and they tell me, you know, I'm just trying to be like you. And I just tell them, bro, you are, bro. All you gotta do is smile, bro. Let things go. Learn to be yourself when it's tough, and I be having to take my own advice, bro, because, you know, working with all females, it do get a little tough, bro, you know, periods, you know, the emotions, and I have to keep myself in a level head, because if not, things will drift, and, you know, I can't let them down, you know, and it's tough, bro. But if this video has helped you guys in any way, shape, form, or fashion, just be sure to like and subscribe, because, guys, you might see me today, gone tomorrow. Peace.